Books, you say?
I gotta get rid of this. Much better. Okay, now I actually feel good. Yeah, so today I want to be talking about digi shit. So I hear you asking, what is digi shit and why should I give a shit? Well, the basic premise is you basically try and find the worst old digital camera and try to take photos with it. It really is that simple. So my friend first told me about it, I loved the concept and started getting into it, and so I thought I'd make this video just in case you like the idea and you want to try it yourself. Reasons to try. It's a lot of fun. It gets you thinking creatively and definitely gets you out of your comfort zone. It's the second most accessible form of photography, aside from the iPhone. And thirdly, it's just as addictive as trying to find old film cameras, except there's legitimately no market for it, so people will actually just thank you for taking these pieces of crap off their hands. So enough talking, let's go shoot some photos and see what this little Canon can do. Now a little bit about this camera. It's objectively a piece of crap. It does have an optical viewfinder, which is pretty cool. It surprisingly has manual control, which definitely comes in handy because it means that I can shoot it the same way I would shoot any other camera. The LCD looks worse than the LCD on a household printer. It can actually shoot video, badly, and it's tiny, it runs on 2 AA's, and it shoots very tiny JPEGs. Welcome to the night portion of this video. Now, I'm about to go shoot some long exposures with this. Already it looks ridiculous being on the mounting plate, but I figured because you can do long exposures being in the manual setting, I want to figure out what you can actually do with this and see what the long exposures look like. Honestly, I reckon there'll be a lot of grain. The photos won't turn out that good. They'll be pretty blunt. I don't know what the opposite of sharp is, but I guess I'm gonna call them blunt. Blunt photos, I guess. Anyway, that's not the point. I'm gonna go take out the photos now, so let's go have a look. Okay, so I have my first frame lined up and I have no idea if this is going to work or not. I'm going to try and shoot it at around 10 seconds. It can actually go to 15 seconds, which is great. But for now, I'm just going to try 10 and kind of experiment with it. So let's see if this camera can actually do long exposures at all. I have no idea if we can, but we'll figure it out. You cannot see it, but we have an image. I will show you it now. I was really excited and really happy about how these are actually turning out. Did not think they would turn out, but it seems to be that, at least from the back of the screen, really hard to tell, but I think they're gonna turn out. So yeah, just thought I'd give you a little update. Oh, also, my battery's probably gonna run out, so there may just be voiceover left later on when I'm filming. So just letting you know that might have happened. Okay, so it's round 2 of going for night photos. Not too happy with the stuff that I took last night, so I'm going out again tonight. So I've got it mounted again, and hopefully I can just find some more spots to take some nice photos. First shot there was actually really hard to capture, but I did notice a few things that were annoying me about it. Obviously that it was kind of blurry, but I did realize that that was actually because of the image stabilization in the camera, and that was what was making it shift, because if you have image stabilization that's still, it's just constantly like going back and forth, causing that. Another thing that I'm noticing is because I can only go at 15th of a second, like it sounds dumb that I'm only realizing it now, but I can only go to 15 seconds. So now I'm shooting at f4 rather than f8, and it actually gives me way more light. I think this can go to like 2.8, so I might try that, like, I don't know, in the next shot, but it's just interesting to see how much more light you can get just by going from f4 to f8. I mean, f8 to f4. Alright, I'm really hoping that this one pans out, because there was a car that drove right through the middle when I was trying to take a photo, and that obviously wasn't ideal. Okay, so that's a wrap on the night portion of this video. I don't think I'm going to do another night of shooting. It's been a lot of fun, actually, a lot more fun than I thought it would be. It's why I kind of wanted to do another night, just to get more images, because the ones I originally got kind of sucked. But I'll bring you back to, well, me, tomorrow, and I hope you guys have learned a little bit. So, back to you, me. Good morning. This tea is cold. But you know it's not cold. The photos I took last night. Now I just want to take the time to kind of wrap up this video and basically just have a little bit of a chat about my whole experience shooting digi shit, especially at night. Now I had a lot of fun doing this. I definitely didn't think it would be as fun as it was going to be, and the results were actually surprisingly pretty good. I definitely don't think I'd be making any big prints of this, and I obviously talked about that before, but considering it's such a garbage camera, it kind of proves that you can shoot anything on any camera, because as long as you have a camera sensor or a piece of film, it pretty much reacts in the same way. You just have a lot of limitations to deal with. But if you can conquer those limitations, then you can get usable images in pretty much any situation. So honestly, if you're on the fence about trying digi shit, I think you should just give it a go, because whether you're into landscape photography, portrait photography, wildlife photography, macro photography, pretty much any kind of photography, there's something for you. There's always going to be a digi-shit camera that can do what you're wanting to do. Because honestly, I think one of my favorite things about it is that there is an endless amount of digi-shit cameras. And no matter where you are, who you are, you'll be able to find a shit camera somewhere. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's definitely been a lot of fun to shoot, and hopefully I'll make more in this series if I find some more shit cameras to try out. So as always, if you want to see more of my work, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, which is @migmedia. And if you want to see a bit more of a curated version of my feed, then you can go to my website, which is migmedia.com. So I hope to see you again soon.